Hi, everyone. This is it. We've done it. We're at day 7 of Sleep Awareness Week and this 7-day challenge. If you don't know who I am by now, I'm Carol, the founder of the Sleep Success Academy, and I truly love coaching people on what they can do to create better sleep for themselves. So today, what we're going to look at, so you have a worksheet as the other days that says your next best step. So what's next for you? Reflect on what worked and choose one practice to continue beyond this challenge. So as always, I'm going to read it on my screen here as opposed to trying to look at two places. And so I'm really excited if you made it through all 7 days. I know it's hard. We start these challenges and most of us don't finish them. Quite normal. So if it took you more than 7 days to get here, I'm still proud of you for being here. What I want to say today is that if you've made it to day 7, then you're someone who really wants to do something about your sleep. And that, just that, will lead you to success. So what are we going to talk about today? So as the challenges comes to a close, it's time to reflect on what you've learned and experienced. Not everything needs to be perfect, but noticing what's been helpful, you can create sleep routine that works for you. And it really is an individual things. I know people talk about, well, if do this, do that, do this, sleep will work for you. Or we have well-meaning friends when we're not sleeping that say, oh, I just do this and it works. And we try and it doesn't work. And then we start believing that nothing we'll ever do will work for us because what other people have tried haven't. But maybe that's not what we need. And that was my intention with the week, was to give you different tools and tricks and tips that you might try so that you can figure out what works for you. And now that we're on day 7, it's time for you to actually use what you've resonated with the most to continue forward to create this good sleep for you. So step 1, always reflect on your week. I want you to take a moment over the past 6 days. And if you haven't watched the videos for all 6 days, you can go watch them. And maybe you just want to print the worksheets. So every video will have a link to download the worksheets. Maybe you do the worksheets for yourself. What was your experience like during the challenge? Was it enjoyable? Was it eye-opening? Was it helpful? Was it hard? Or did you think like there's no way I can ever get my sleep back on track, right? What was it for you? There's no right or wrong. What was the most helpful tip or practice for you? Right. So me, that's why I chose to put this one as the internal to external orienting that we did on day 2. I do that one a lot for myself, and we practice it a lot too in the Better Sleep community because it allows us to feel inside, but also to see how safe the outside is and go back inside. And it really helps calm the nervous system. So what was most helpful? Was it like sleep space tweak, listening to your body signal, calming tools on restless nights? Which one? What surprised you or stood out the most? Yeah, what about this challenge surprised you the most? Was it that we didn't focus on behaviors? Because behaviors don't work if we don't address the nervous system dysregulation first and our mindset. So what surprised you the most? And I know for a lot of people, this is usually what surprises them, is that I don't offer sleep tips and go to bed earlier, but instead, how can you make your sleep work for you? Right? There's no right or wrong answers. This is about what's been meaningful to you. And then step 2, I want you to start thinking about choosing your next best step. What does that look like for you? So pick one practice from the past week that felt most effective or manageable for you and make a plan to continue it. Right? So if it was a sleep space tweak, are there small changes you can continue to make to your sleep environment to support your sleep? So is it that you're going to use essential oils at night because they make you feel good? Is it that you're going to continue making sure there's no clutter in your bedroom? What is it? Body awareness. So continue checking with your body sleep signals before bed. Maybe that's what you continue doing. Using your calming tools. Can you incorporate one of the calming tools like either tapping or orienting into your nightly routine? And again, there is a 3 tapping meditations for better sleep you can download. It's on a free resource page. We'll also put the link in the description below so you can just get them. There's lots of tapping videos on my YouTube channel that you can follow along. right? Which calming tool is better for you? And then your wind down ritual. So really looking at your nightly routine. Is it lighting a candle? Is it reading? Is it stretching? That helps you transition to sleep. The thing I love to do the most is either knitting, crocheting, or cross stitching. It's something that I do in the evening that relaxes me. I can either do that while I'm watching TV or listening to an audiobook because I can't read and do that at the same time. And sometimes I just listen to quiet music while doing that and thinking about the next project I want to create, whatever it is, right? What are you doing in the evening? So, whatever you're choosing to move forward with, make it something that feels doable and supportive. This is about creating lasting habits, not perfection, right? We don't want it to be perfect. We just want it to be a habit to calm our nervous system. And step three, if you're someone, I know my friend Leanne will see this and she'll love it because she likes to write down plans. That is how her nervous system stays safe. And so for her, she would be writing down the next best step for her sleep routines just to have them written down somewhere. So, what practice will I continue beyond the challenge? How will I implement it each night or whenever I need it? Because maybe some of the tappings waking up through the night, tapping on your couch might not be something that you need to do every night, but when you do need it. And what can I do to remind myself to keep these practice in place? And I'll just give you a quick tip here is maybe setting a bedtime alarm. So we set an alarm to wake up in the morning, but what would it be like for you to put a reminder on your phone, say for me, if I went to bed at 9, I might put the reminder at 8 that it's time to start your wind down routine. So I would have an alarm go off and say, oh, it's 8 o'clock already. Because we can get distracted. We can get caught into something and then not realize. And next thing you know, it's 9, 10 o'clock at night and you haven't even wind it down yet. So how can you remind yourself to do this? And I'm going to close by saying small, consistent steps are what leads to lasting change. A lot of us maybe try something once or twice and it doesn't work, of course, because we haven't given it enough time. So the more you do this work, the more you practice calming your nervous system, the easier it will be to go to sleep. So this is it for the challenge. As always, I'm here to support you and guide you through your journey to better sleep. There's many ways you can do that. Go to our website, sleepsuccessacademy.com. Maybe it's using a drop-in class that you join us to see what it's like. Maybe you join the Better Sleep community, or there's also a page full of free resources where you can watch other coaching calls we've done and help yourself get to better sleep. So that's it for the challenge. I'm so excited you made it to day 7 and I can't wait to hear from you. Leave a comment below, share this with your friends, make sure that other people know that it is possible to get the sleep they need and deserve. Bye.